All right, number 9. We're just going to solve this quadratic equation. We have m squared plus 7 equals 8m. We're going to set this equal to 0 by moving the 8m on the other side. That gives us m squared minus 8m plus 7 equals 0. I want to see if it factors first. That's the easiest method if it works, and then if not, we'll do quadratic formula. So the leading coefficient is 1. 1 times 7 gives me a 7. The things that multiply to give me 7 are 1 and 7, and that is it. Since this is plus, we want to add to get 8. 1 plus 7 does, in fact, give us 8, so this will factor. So I will do 2 sets of parentheses. Split up the m squared, put an m here, m here. At the back, 1 and 7, doesn't matter which one you choose, it's going to be the same. Going left to right, the first sign is negative, that tells me the bigger number, so out of the 1 and 7, the 7 is going to be negative, it's bigger. And the second sign, positive, means the same sign. Negative means different. Okay, so since this is positive, these two are going to have the same sign. You already have the bigger one. That's going to be the same, so it's also going to be a minus. And of course, we need both of them to be negative to be add up to a negative 8. So it's factored. We're going to set each factor to 0. And then we're going to add 1, and so we get m equals 1. And add 7, we get m equals 7. So these are our 2 solutions. And I think the last problem said they want us to put it in set notation. The solution set is, and inside of here, oh, I guess not. This is the box we want, braces. 1, 7. And then number 10, got one more. We're going to solve this. We have b, and then we have 15 v minus 2 equals 8. So another should be a quadratic. So we're going to distribute the v. So this will give me 15 v squared, and then minus 2v. And then I'm going to subtract and move this 8 over, so it'll be minus 8. And this will be equal 0. So once again, I want to see if this factors. That's going to be the easier method. 15 times 8. So what we're going to do to find out our factors. 15 times 8. So 30, 60, 120. We're going to write the factors of 120. We're going to subtract because of this sign to get a negative 2. So if you go through 10 and 12, we'll get you there, but usually I'll write a whole list. 1 and 120. I'll go 2 and 60, 3 and 40, and I'll just go down the list, but eventually we'll get to 10 times 12. 10 times 12 gives us 120. And if we subtract them, we can get a 2. And just going ahead and looking forward, the 12 would have to be negative, the 10 would have to be positive. So I'll know that's negative, that's positive. That's the only way I'm going to get a negative 2. So I'm going to do 2 sets of parentheses. Now, whenever I have a leading coefficient, I always do something that's maybe a little not orthodox. And some instructors won't like it, but I just remind myself that this is wrong. So I don't know if 15 and 1 goes here, or 15 here and 1, or you can break this down to 3 and 5, and you can put a 3 here and a 5 here, or you can put a 5 here and a 3. So there's a bunch of combinations. There used to be a guess and check method. To avoid that, I just put the 15 in both, just for the time being, and it will self-correct when we get there. Separate the v, so the v squared, 1v here, 1v here. At the back are two numbers, 10 and 12. Now at this point we will be figuring out signs. So left to right, what I normally say, bigger number is negative. So out of 10 and 12, that would be the 12. The second sign, being negative, going left to right, means that they're going to be different. Okay, so if this one's negative and they're going to be different, this one has to be positive. All right, so once you have it factored, we now have to correct this part because we don't get 15 in both. And if we were to try to FOIL this together, we would not get what we started with, which is right here before factoring. So we're looking at these two terms and see if anything will divide out, if they have a common factor. And you're going to just divide out and get rid of that common factor. So both of these are divisible by 5. So I'm going to divide them both by 5 and just get rid of it. And that's going to correct my mistake earlier. So divide by 5, this becomes a 3v. Divide by 5 plus 2. And then over here, both of these terms can be divided by 3. So divide by 3, and this gives me a 5v. Divide by 3 minus 4. Okay, so these are my linear factors, and we're going to set both of these equal to 0 and then find our solution. So I'm going to move over here. We're going to have a 3v plus 2 equals 0. Subtract 2. We get 3v equals negative 2, and then we'll divide by 3. So one solution, we get v equals negative 2 divided by 3. And then 5v minus 4, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to add 4. And that's going to give us 5v equals 4, and then divide by 5. And that gives us v equals 4/5. So those would be our two answers.